So what is the electromagnetic spectrum? Electromagnetic spectrum is a family of waves with varying frequencies and wavelengths. The general rule of the electromagnetic spectrum is that at one end of the spectrum, the waves have very long wavelengths and a low frequency, while on the other end of the spectrum, the waves have a very short wavelength and a high frequency. Some of the major properties of the electromagnetic waves are all of the waves in EM transfer energy, all of the waves in EM are transverse waves, all of the waves in EM can be reflected and refracted, and the most important, the EM waves travel at the speed of light in a vacuum. So now let's move on to the different waves that make up the electromagnetic spectrum, which are radio waves, microwaves, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet, X-rays, and gamma rays. So what are radio waves? Radio waves have the longest wavelengths and the shortest frequencies in the electromagnetic spectrum. Radio waves are mainly used for communication, for example, in radios, television, etc. Moving on to microwaves. The main uses of microwaves are in communication, radars, and cooking food. In communication, microwaves are utilized. The waves are employed to convey signals to orbiting satellites because they travel easily through the Earth's atmosphere. The signals are then sent to their final destination or to other orbiting satellites. When food cooked in a microwave oven cooks faster than food cooked in a conventional oven, the water molecules in the meal absorb the microwaves and become extremely heated as a result. Which is why, rather than cooking from the outside, the food cooks from the inside out. Infrared. Infrared radiation has low penetrating power and will therefore operate only over small distances, so they're unlikely to interfere with other signals or waves. The hotter the object, the more infrared energy it emits. The use of infrared radiation in our day-to-day life is in cookers, heaters, TV, and stereo remote controls, etc. Visible light. This is the visible part of the electromagnetic spectrum. Visible light can be detected by a digital camera sensor and used to take pictures or record videos. Information stored on a DVD is also read with visible light. Visible laser light is used to read compact discs and barcodes. It can also be sent along optical fibers, so it can be used for communication or for searching in hard to reach places like inside a patient's body. Ultraviolet light. The light emitted by the sun is ultraviolet, which is also known as UV. UV rays are harmful to the human eye and can damage the skin. The ozone layer in the Earth's atmosphere absorbs large amounts of UV radiation from the sun. There is now much concern that the amount of ozone in the atmosphere is decreasing due to pollution. UV rays tan, but overexposure causes sunburn and blistering. UV rays can also cause skin cancer and blindness. Under UV light, chemicals will either emit light or fluoresce. This characteristic of UV light is used for security markers. This special ink is invisible under ordinary light, but visible under UV light. X-rays. X-rays can easily pass through soft tissues in the body, but cannot pass through bones. Therefore, X-rays or X-ray images can be taken to examine the patient's bones. X-rays are also used in industry to inspect the internal structure of objects, for example, as part of a security inspection procedure to look for cracks and breakdowns in buildings or machines and airports. Gamma rays. Gamma rays, like X-rays, are extremely penetrating photons that can harm living cells. Mutations might result from the damage, which can lead to cancer. They are used to disinfect medical devices, kill bacteria in food to extend shelf life, and cure cancer with radiation. Gamma rays can both cause and treat cancer. Here are the different waves which are the part of the electromagnetic spectrum with their day-to-day uses. Thank you.